Okay, hey everybody out there in YouTube lands. Well, this is going to be the first video I'm making, so please bear with me. I'm going to try and make it brief as I don't want anybody to start getting, overwhelmed that it's too long, start losing interest, because I feel like the message that I have to get out there is very important. Been debating about this for a long time because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I tried making a few videos, nothing seemed good enough, but I finally came to a point where it's like, you know what, I really got to get this out there. I got to start trying to connect with people and figure out what the fuck is going on, plainly. I will fill in some, background details later as we go, but for now, I'm just going to title this the first in a series of many, many visions, voices, occurrences, just you name it, I've been through it. This particular set of visions and incidents took place on March 14th of 2015, which is when I do believe that whatever is really going on out there in the world that other people are expressing as either their spiritual awakening, their Kundalini awakening, Mandela effect, just abduction experience, I don't know. This is what was my really first significant thing that occurred before I really got hit for a series of 7 months with a lot of stuff. And then things quieted down, and for the past couple of years there was a little bit of things, but then again this past February, pretty sure it was February 2018, which I'll get into later, I went through about a week's worth of really hard, visions again and crazy stuff happening to me. But, alright, to get to the point of this, March 14th, I remember very specifically 2015 because my daughter even said to me, "Ma, this is the first Pi Day in 100 years that is absolutely equivalent to the number of pi, which is 3.14. So, I didn't know much about that at the time, but I ended up looking into it a little bit later. Interesting stuff, but it may or may not have something to do with the things that have occurred with myself. I'll let you guys maybe judge that. I keep doing some legwork into it. But I will start with this. The first really weird, strange thing, well, it actually wasn't kind of weird or strange at the moment because I had a few weeks prior to this started having this occur, but I had went to pray, and I went to my Bible and opened it up after praying, and fully expecting that this would happen. I opened it to a very precise, perfect place that was answering my prayers and the questions I was asking of God perfectly. And that in itself was nothing major because this had been happening for a while now. What did occur next was just absolutely stunning to myself. Along with this, I heard a voice accompany it stating, "Child, I have seen you seeking me now for some time." So I know that at that point I had really started delving into trying to become more familiar with God and have a personal relationship for about 2 years prior, really digging into it. The voice just knocked me backwards. I just couldn't believe that, oh my God, I'm hearing God right now. I'm hearing the voice of God. This has to be God. I let my boyfriend know what I started experiencing. Of course, he thought I was crazy. And that was that. A few hours later, however, my son came to me. His phone that I had gotten him that November prior had locked him out. I was like, okay, because he decided that he was going to put the screen passcode on, and he forgot it, supposedly, which he couldn't understand why. Later, I am inclined to believe it was something meant to be, because when I tried putting in my Google Gmail that I had started up with the phone, it kept telling me that I had the wrong email, wrong password, which was impossible. No, I didn't. It was correct. I was on the phone with the LG company and Straight Talk for a series of 2 hours when, nobody could figure out how to unlock this phone. Nobody could help me. Finally, I started getting aggravated. I was like, forget it. I'm done. This is going to have to wait until later. I have things got to do. And I decided to just try and shut down the project for the moment and leave the phone be. No sooner than I decided that, all of a sudden a call starts coming in on this phone that is locked out, that I can't get in, I can't check voicemails, I can't nothing. I answer the phone, and this was really strange to me. Who should be on the other side of the phone but Gallup Census Data Corporation? They started asking me a series of very strange questions, like what religious preference are you, or backgrounds, how many people live in your household, how many are male, female, do you have guns in your household, what do you think of President Obama, what do you do for a living, how much money do you make, do you feel like you've spent less or more money in the past couple of years. Another question, this is what really got to me, was, do you identify with homosexual, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender people? And I remember at that time, now, all right, call me naive, I knew exactly what homosexual, lesbian, or bisexual